Hi guys, Don Rice here. We're looking at a Top Flight Giant Scale P47, and I've just finished getting all the mechanics working in this hatch area, and I thought I'd give a brief walk around. And so this particular hatch is bought from a company called Wiley Warbirds, and it's basically just a few layers of laid up fiberglass, easy to make on your own, on top of the fuse if you wanted to. And to that I laminated another piece of 10 thousandths G10 on the outside, and then balsa on the outside of that. The reason for the balsa is because I need to have something to sand down to this surface and get it all nice and flush and even, and then glass and finish the hatch. This is the main keel that runs down the top center line, and I didn't want to cut into that. It's a big chunk of plywood that runs a good distance. So I left that in there. What else I did though is I didn't want this hatch to be flopping around in the breeze or getting blown open by the prop blast. So I have added a magnet here, and there's another one in here, and then after doing all the epoxy thing, then I used Evercoat and coated this whole area with Evercoat and sanded it down, because I will at some point paint this whole area will be painted zinc chromate yellow, because of course the P47, everything is zinc chromate yellow. More magnets. So on the top of the hatch I added this piece of 1/8 inch G10 to stiffen up this edge. This is a piece of 30 thousandths G10, which is also being used to stiffen up the hatch in general. And to this I added a couple of magnets here and here, and then this extra distance right here, this part, is not only adding a little stiffness to the hatch, but I'm going to use this as a striker plate, which I'll talk about in a moment. Those come down and mate up with these two magnets, and I still have a little cleanup work to do here. I got some epoxy and whatnot. So then, I mean, one of the things I've been realizing all along is that I don't have a good way to open this hatch. So I've taken a page from the Book of Denny. Thank you very much, Denny Frizzell. And I have made a striker, or a door opener, or I'm not sure what you want to call it, but this is just a bent piece of wire inside a tube. And so when I close the door, first of all, you can see that the balsa does not come down flush with the top of the fuse. And so now that I've gotten all this mechanical stuff taken care of, I can go ahead and sand this down and glass it, which I'll probably do tomorrow. Alright, so here's the idea with the striker plate, is from the back side under the cowl, I can just push down on this, oops, and it opens the door. And if it goes too far, like it did here, it actually locks up in a position where the door can't close anyway. That's right, totally brilliant. And again, thanks to Denny for that. So we just open it like that. You can slip a finger under, and you're in. Where's my plate? And then the last piece of this puzzle doesn't fit anymore. Oh, that's awesome. How come? Well, that should be fun to put in when all the switches and everything are on board. Anywho, that is the adhere right there. So up here we'll have the ignition switch and a powered light from the fiber optic kill switch thing, and then this is an air pressure gauge, air bottle inlet, and then two battery switches for a couple of 2500 milliamp packs, and then this is radio on light, and then I'll put a fuel dot in here as well. Alright, we're making progress. Got to get this painted up, get some primer on here, get some silver shot, get some yellow zinc chromate, then scratch it all up and expose some silver and wash it in black, and it'll all be done. That should be all done tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get this glassed and this hatch will be done. That's all I got. Later.